So after going through all this incredible research we have for today's deep dive, the DNA studies, the old Irish myths,
Oh,
I
mm,
actually went and did something.
oh yeah. What was that?
I tried to enter a lottery.
Ah, not for money, I'm guessing.
No, not at all. It was for the chance to stand inside a dark room in County Meath, Ireland, for exactly 17 minutes.
You tried to get into Newgrange for the winter solstice.
I did.
Well, good luck with that. You
Yeah.
know, it's statistically harder than getting into Harvard,
I
right?
found that out pretty fast. But, it makes sense. We're talking about a structure built around, what, 3100 BC?
That's right. And you have to put that date in perspective.
It's just staggering.
It's 500 years older than the Great Pyramid of Giza, a full 1,000 years older than Stonehenge.
So when we think of ancient, our minds usually go to Egypt.
Exactly. But this community in Ireland was building these sophisticated, massive monuments while a lot of the world was, well, still getting the hang of basic farming.
And engineering is absolutely the right word. Looking at the cross sections here, this isn't just, a pile of dirt.
No, not at all. It's a 200,000-ton structure, and the real marvel is inside, that corbelled vault roof.
That's the part that just kept the chamber dry for 5,000 years.
5 millennia. They stacked stones, angling them just so that water runs off, no mortar, nothing. Just pure physics. It's brilliant.
Which implies a kind of specialized knowledge. This wasn't a weekend project.
No. And then you have the stones themselves. The geological reports are clear.
They aren't local.
Not even close. Greywack, quartz, granite. They were brought from up to 50 kilometers away from the Wicklow and Mourne Mountains.
And without the wheel. How did they manage that?
The consensus is they floated them, probably up the River Boyne. But just think of the organization, the societal buy-in required for something like that.
For a project with zero, practical survival value, this was something else.
It was purely spiritual, or maybe astronomical.
Which brings us to the roof box.
Ugh, yes, the roof box.
This tiny little opening right above the main entrance. It looks almost like a mistake, but it's the whole point of the structure.
It's basically a prehistoric optical device. It's designed to do one thing on one day of the year.
On the winter solstice, December 21st.
A single beam of sunlight penetrates that box, hits the floor, and travels 19 meters down the passage to light up the very back of the chamber.
For 17 minutes.
For 17 minutes. It marks the death and rebirth of the year, the return of the sun.
And what I found so amazing in the reading was how the local myth, the story of the god Dagda, it lines up perfectly.
It does. The myth says he made the sun stand still.
Which is literally what solstice means.
Sun stand still. It's like the story was a data file, a way to pass on the technical purpose of the monument for thousands of years before writing.
It's such a great example of ancient intelligence at work. And speaking of, optimizing intelligence and systems, we should mention our sponsor, Silk.
Absolutely. If you're a business or even just for your personal life and you're trying to figure out where AI agents could make the biggest impact,
Silk is where you start. From AI training and automation to software development, they really are the experts. You should check them out at embersilk.com.
Now back to Newgrange. While the building of it was this huge collaborative effort, the DNA evidence we have now suggests the society wasn't quite so egalitarian.
This is the twist. This is the part that made me sit up. The main burial in the most elaborate chamber.
The man buried there, his genome was sequenced, and the results were pretty shocking.
His parents were first-degree relatives.
Brother and sister, almost certainly. And in anthropology, that is a huge red flag. You only see that kind of royal incest in societies that believe their rulers are literally gods.
Like the pharaohs in Egypt.
Exactly like the pharaohs. They were keeping the bloodline pure, so this wasn't just a tomb for the people. It was a divine palace for a ruling family of god kings.
A dynasty. But even today, the place is still controversial. The restoration in the 70s.
M.J. O'Kelly. He took a lot of heat for that, yeah.
The big white quartz wall, it looks so modern. Critics called it a cream cheesecake.
They did. But O'Kelly's logic was pretty simple. He said, look, we found all this sparkling white quartz stone right here at the base. Why would they drag it 50 kilometers just to hide it?
It was meant to be seen.
It was meant to be a beacon, to shine and reflect the sunlight.
It's just amazing to think about. We see the past as primitive, but here's this 5,000-year-old society mastering engineering, astronomy, and logistics.
all to create this connection, this moment of contact with the cosmos. And they absolutely succeeded.
They really did.
5,000 years on, we're still talking about it. We're still entering lotteries just to see that same 17 minutes of light. It shows you that the human need to find our place in the universe, it doesn't change.
That's a fantastic thought to end on. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please make sure you subscribe to Intellectually Curious.
And hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out.
Thanks for tuning in.